This is YetiWhiskers, and welcome back to some more vanilla Minecraft here on the new Eriador server. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you all are doing just fantastic. I know I'm doing pretty well myself. Loving life. Well, as much as you can be, you know. We won't talk about why. I feel like that's all we talk about. But, you know, things are going all right. Can't complain too terribly much. I want to give you guys a huge shout out again for all the wonderful feedback in the last episode. I asked you what you thought was better. The concrete, let's take a look. The concrete in the tower or the prismarine. And hands down, everybody voted for the concrete. There were a couple suggestions for how to use the prismarine. Like, for example, Java Dad said maybe if you have a tower that's a little bit more beaten down, worn down, you use the prismarine. And then Piratic said maybe switch one up every once in a while just to vary the textures a little bit. So thank you guys all so much for letting me know that the concrete is by far better. Thank you all so much. I do appreciate it. So today we are going to do redstone, and we are going to do it on camera. That is right. Ho ho ho! Hope you are all ready for this. I've tested this out, and it does work. We're going to build ourselves one of those mini micro farms. So you've probably seen a bunch of these. They're pretty simple to do. Mine is based essentially on the design that Impulse came up with. So we're going to just use that design. It's pretty straightforward. It's changed a little bit. I think he's got 3 dispensers. We're going to use a dispenser, 2 dispensers, and an observer block. So it'll be close, just not that's not right. We're not quite the same. So boop. Let's grab this block in here real quick. So it's pretty straightforward and simple. I'm sure you all have seen many examples of these guys. But it'll be nice to have for ourselves a little something to get ourselves a bunch of crops now that we have some villagers to trade with, which, hey, you know, the villager trading is going pretty well. Let's see, let's dump in our water bucket here. And that's pretty much the design, guys. All we got to do now is add, let's see, we're going to want to add one of these guys here, here, and here. Then let's chop this guy. Boop. Just don't need it. Now we just need redstone. And we have ourselves a little micro farm. Boop. And actually, we're going to need some right here as well. Boop, 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 and boop. Okay, it's pretty straightforward. Very simple. And I think we should be good there. I may actually drop this down a little bit so I can get in here a little easier and get in and go. Okay, so here what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and grab, pretty sure I've got bone meal. Let's see how much bone meal we have. Is that really it? Oh, I've got bone blocks in my inventory now. And some of these carrots. I'll show you how this works. It's pretty simple. So it uses the game mechanic in here. You can see we've closed this off. It's pretty dark. That block has no light. So we use the game mechanic where if there's no light on a crop, when it updates, it will pop out. So how we get the block to update is we place it in there. Then the observer block sends a signal, because the block is updated, to our 2 dispensers here. And let's actually just grab a stack of bone meal per dispenser here. I'll go check that guy in there. And then the dispensers will shoot out the bone meal, which will grow the crop, which continues like this cycle. We just keep going and going and going, and as these update the block, blah, 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 and they'll pop off. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. I'll show you how this works. Ready, set, right click. All I gotta do is hold right click. And as you can see, we are getting carrots down there at the bottom. They are slowly going up, and there's a little bit of lag on my end for the server, so you can't quite see. Like, it's not just completely going straight up. Like, you'll see every once in a while, it'll just, like, jump a few carrots. Just fine, no big deal. We just need some carrots. So this design that I've got right now works for carrots, potatoes, and beetroots. Where I run into a few issues is with the wheat. Because I cannot get, you have to have the wheat grow a few stages before it will actually pop off and you can gather wheat. So, like right now, the carrots and the potatoes and stuff, they don't need as many updates as far as bone meal goes in order to be harvestable. So you can see that was like, I don't know, 10, 20 seconds, something like that. And we already have ourselves almost a whole other stack. Well, we got ourselves more than a stack, really, of carrots. So that's not too bad. We'll go check in on the status of our bone meal. And bones, bones are not a problem. With our skeleton spawner, early game, before we had an ender, that's how I got my XP to mend my tools. So I have bone meal in bucketful. Just bone blocks galore. Stacks and stacks and stacks of bone blocks, which is good. So let's go check and see. If you remember, we put 2 stacks of bone meal, and I just kind of want to take a look and see how much bone meal we used. Goodbye. Yeah, Mr. Skeleton. So let's go check that out real quick. And then what we're going to do is gather these guys up. We're going to actually build the farm. And we're going to do that together because I still haven't installed the replay mod for 1.12.1, which is what we're playing now. So let's go check our bone meal status. Oh, we almost used the full stack. Yeah, we almost used a full stack, which is not a big deal. Trade-off, totally worth it for me. So then we can go and trade these farm supplies to our villagers. Let's go check on them real quick. Then I'm going to do a little bit of building off camera, and I'll jump back with you and we'll finish it up together. So let's go check on our villagers. This is a really atrocious thing that's going to need to be fixed. This is an eyesore for our little city here. Oh, good. I was a little worried there weren't any villages in there. But, yeah. There we go. That's how we get in. A nice little cleric. Traded a little bit with him, you can see. And, come back here. We got another cleric. We've got a librarian. And this guy gives a step strider 3. And the other trades we have with him are not that good. Lure 1 and punch 2. So, okay. But the depth strider I will definitely use. Where's the other guy? We've got another villager. Cartographer? There's another librarian, I think, mixed in with these guys. So I'm not sure exactly how many villages we have, but we've got a handful. So the goal here is to get a farming villager so that we can use Impulse SV's infinite village breeder design. And I saw a tweet to him. He responded to, oh man, it's been months and months ago now, for a fix for the infinite village breeder. So those of you who have used it, you know that occasionally the baby villagers don't jump off the edge and they don't go down into your little sorting system. So that can be a little bit of a problem. Let's go ahead and give you some of these guys. Never mind. Apparently you guys don't want my bread. So yeah, so sometimes you get just overflow of villagers in your breeder that you don't want, and then you've got to go clear it out occasionally. So I've seen a fix for it on Twitter, and we're going to use that to our advantage. Yeah, you guys can have some bread. Have some bread. Start making more babies. Don't know if they can. There may be too many of them already. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, so that's the plan. That is the plan. Oh, one other thing. I think I did this in between episodes. I'm not 100% sure on this either. But check it out. We got this going over here. At least started. You can see I still need to fill in some concrete right here and right there. We ran out. So we'll need to go get some more. But city is starting to feel closed in and guarded off from the world. Life is good. We still have one more section of wall to put in, and we're going to put that in over here. I'm still expanding. Let's go take a look. I'm still expanding the sand over here. You can see hunting for villagers and other things. We had a few creeper blasts, which not ideal, but that's okay. So I'm expanding the sand a little bit so we can expand our desert city. I want that to go out a little ways so that we can include a little bit more of this in this harbor, and I may dig this out a little bit right here. You can see I've already dug that out, and we'll keep bringing that down as well. So we need to put the last section of the wall is going to go in over here and close this off to the bay over here. And we should be good. So I am going to do some building on our farm. There's enough talking. There's another creeper hole. Do some more, or no more talking from me for a little bit. I'm going to do some building, and I will. Oh, I'm also watching The Empire Strikes Back on the side over here. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I'm going to go do that real quick off camera, watch some Star Wars, and I'll catch up with you in just a second. All right, everybody, welcome back. Check it out. Ba-doo-doo. All right, so we got ourselves a little house surrounding our micro farm, and I have got a few plants placed and planted around our little farmhouse. I think this will make it feel like it fits in a little bit more and also give us some contrast. Once these grow up a little bit, I'm going to take a look and see how I feel. I'll adjust the depth. Maybe we'll come up a little bit on some of these other levels. like to this block level here. But that's kind of the plan. And then also, excuse me, I'm a little thirsty here. We're going to include a pathway that'll go out to the rest of the city. So, real quick, we're just going to finish the floor in here together. Should be pretty straightforward. I'm going to go down a step so that we can get in here and reach that pretty easily. I'm also going to bring in some chests so that we have some storage. And then let's go ahead and jump up there with some dirt, I guess, since that's what we've got. Boop, boop, boop. And I'll fill this guy. Let's actually make this so that nobody can spawn. Well, yeah, let's do this. And then I'm going to put a torch up here like so. So boop, 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 boop. And it's going to look atrocious. But we're going to put that there for now. We'll figure something else out in the future. So bounce up like so. Same deal for these guys. Fill in the ceiling here just to match the rest of the city. And I think like the spruce on top gives it a little variation from all the sandstone. So if you're looking up from like the castle wall, for example, not the castle wall, but just the wall in general, for example, boop, 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 boop. It gives a little bit of contrast to the rest of the city. So I may, that is not what I wanted. I may end up just moving these down into half slabs so that we don't have spawns all up here. Go ahead and jump down real quick. Boop. And this way. Careful we don't get any sand. So I may adjust those so that they're half slabs so that we don't get spawns on top. But I think that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I know it was a super talky one to start with, and we did a little building off camera. But we got ourselves a little farm going. I need to get all of this junk out of the way and get our little pathway going. We'll take a screenshot probably. But that's all I've got planned for today. If you guys have any ideas for an easy way to do some sort of micro type farm, let's get some lighting going on in here as well. For the wheat, that would be much, much, much appreciated, because as you can clearly tell, I do not have a way to harvest wheat quickly. I'm just going to do the old-fashioned way for now. I do have access to some bread and stuff, so I've got ways of getting bread to trade with villagers. But if you guys have any ideas for a micro farm that works really easily for the wheat, that's what I'm looking for. Let me know in the comments. Or wherever. Go ahead and go to sleep, and we will call that an episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly do appreciate the support, and we'll see you in the next one.